wanna do? Come on. I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me. No conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking. No hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. It's a safety cream.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You.
2nd and 9 now. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now back to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
On the ready. Line 7. Cut. He's checking.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Tight enough. Seven's a Mike. Mike 7. Hey, pick your game up. Mike 7, Mike 7. All day, every day, any day.
Third and short yardage, Brissett. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
And that one hurts defensively. They force him into third and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3-and-out. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Ready. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. No chance. Up. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Check Mike. Mike, 53.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Elliott. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A quick throw out to Hardman on the perimeter. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his second touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point up and through, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3-and-out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Right there. Check safety.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This is taken around the 12. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
On the counter, Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Number 53, Mike 53. And give me traps. Let's go.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready up. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Got one. I got one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That one complete to Elliott.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Kill. Let's go. Bravo. Patch it.
They run the counter. Elliott. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5.
53's a mark. 53. Check 53. All day, baby. All day. 22. Jet cover. 22. Jet cover.
From the gun, here's Brissett. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Mike 53. Push him back. Over. I got you. Check. 50.
On play action, Brissett. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains, and really it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
10th carry now for Elliott. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the run.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
And his kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Solomon Thomas, they'd love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
Brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
53. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that. Hey.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Campbell making the catch. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Don't get nervous. Mike 54.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Wide open receiver complete. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4th. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Go!
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Brissett on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Elliott. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
6-man. Check three. 55, Mike.
Second and 5 now. Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
53, check 53. Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Let's go. Hey, we got signal.
Brissett from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They'll look to throw here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Let's go. Hey, come on. Check 50. Bend it. Check 50. Check 50. Zip it. Motion. 53 the mic. 53 the mic.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And he's going to go down. Back back near midfield at the 49.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check, 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 check.
Another try after the first down sack. Brissett, and his throw here's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. Let's go, let's go.
Here's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did, yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Going again on the ground here with Hill. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Here we go, here we go. That's the end. Too little, roll it. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the back, watch the back.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
60 outlaw. 54, right, 54. Let's get it together.
Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Here we go.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on second down. They'll look to throw. They will find Davis. That's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Hill. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front seven? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. Open man is Kirk, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
3 down, 3 down. Mosi, 89. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Joker. That's, check 43.
Brissett. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was... Definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He wants it all for the end zone. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Well, there was a little extra pressure with that one because it was 3rd down. He didn't care. He snagged it with one hand like it was routine.
The key is to make a play in a tough situation. Doesn't matter how. And in this case, one-handed gets it done. Terrific play for us to watch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They start on the ground with Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Elliott. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Draw play, Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Let's get it. Mike 7. Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal. Mike 7. Mike 7.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett completes it to Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I'm trying to collect.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. It's our field.
Here's Brissett. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. It's going to be a long day for you. Let's go. Go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Now Brissett on 4th down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And no, it's incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Get him! Get him! Get him!
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch 54. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Check. Crunch.
Again, it's Hill.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
You got him. You got him.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the... Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down. Into the air once more, it's Brissett. He's going to let it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Again, they run with Hill. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Jets, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.